yell remind me of? Remind me of Harry's. No, not Harry. What was the guy's name? The burglar from Home Alone. Not Harry.
Yeah.
Lloyd? No.
Oh, yeah.
Marv. It was Harry.
Marv.
I can't remember how I made that noise, but that's what it reminded me of. Welcome to Story Time Sunday on a Tuesday.
You look all weird because of the sun.
I am weird, not because of the sun. So, I have a funny story for you guys. Today, I'm going to tell you guys the story of how we met and fell in love and eventually said, I love you. Go ahead, Miss Sass, start. Just tell the story.
What did I get myself into? Okay, this is what we should be talking about. Okay.
Wow.
So, on a serious note.
Wow.
So, once upon a time in a far, far away land.
It's actually just a street.
Anyway. So, how we met. So it all started on a little website called
Double po-po.
Plenty of Fishies. Catch them!
Onward. That's it. Why do we see police everywhere?
Right? What's going on? Where are they going?
Oh, they're chasing that red car.
Are you sure? This building? Hey, we were gonna move here! No, I'm just kidding. Let's see what's going on.
Okay, they're not. Okay, last year there was something serious at this building. There was a murder or something like that. Do you remember that?
Yeah, and the whole building was blocked off.
Holy shit. What's going on in this place? Every time we go out, there's something happening. Don't point that camera at me. I could be next. Okay, story.
Okay, so it all started on Plenty of Fish. I had been on the site for a while. I never, amused. There were too many weird people. I don't know. I was just kind of on it for fun for a long time. Me and my friend were
She was iron on fun.
Me and my friend were on it for fun for a while, right? And then never did I think that I would find anything out of it. Serious. I just can't believe that this came of a website. But anyway.
Honestly, I am not surprised that some of these people were online dating, because if you met them in person, they would come across as extremely weird. Online dating is so much easier because you have all the time in the world to think about what to say, but instead they would ask me, do I clip my toenails and breathe them in after?
Okay, so on my profile, I used to be a smoker, so on my profile I had that I was a smoker, and some guy messaged me, and he's like, oh, will you smoke a cigarette for me and let me touch your feet or something like that? And I was just like, excuse me? I realize I say a lot. I've been watching our videos and I'm like, and I want to punch myself. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, so we met on Plenty of Fish, and how we started talking was I saw his profile and I saw this. And I was like, shut up, he has a Simba tattoo, we're meant to be. That's literally what I said about you.
That's why she calls me Simba Arm.
Simba Arm.
I call her Child Bladder because she has to pee all the time.
True story. So, oh god, it was bad when I was pregnant. But anyway, so, yeah, I saw the picture and I was like, oh my god, we're meant to be. He has a freaking Simba tattoo. My favorite childhood movie, Lion King. So then I messaged him, and then we started talking that morning. I messaged the night before, and he messaged me. He replied in the morning, the next morning. And then we talked all day. And then I used to work karaoke with my mom. We used to be hosts of karaoke. So I was like, that night, I'm like, why don't you come hang out for a bit? And he was like, okay. So how did you feel about this as you pulled into the parking lot?
All night, I lost a lot of weight. I was 45 pounds lighter. And it sounds terrible, but I was pushing girls away all the time. I just wasn't interested in anybody. So, we get to karaoke after...
Okay, hang on. So how did you feel when I was messaging you?
I was like, easy peasy. Someone's getting it tonight.
And did you?
I could have if I really wanted to. But, so, I got there, and for some reason I got, like, nervous all of a sudden. I was like, man, do I really want to go in there? It's just like, I don't know. To me, I didn't want to be with someone who would drink and smoke and did all that stuff.
And at that point in time, I was drinking every weekend. Every weekend I was drunk.
Plastered. And so eventually I worked up the courage and I went in and I looked around for a bit. I was like, okay, what the hell? I didn't see her anywhere. But then you ran up to me and it was, I don't know, I just felt so nice. Like you hugged me. I don't know, it was almost like an instant connection. I loved it.
So then I hug him and like we're chatting for a while and then all of a sudden this guy like starts flirting with me and I'm like, oh god. So I go up to James and I got him to put his arm around me and I'm like, pretend we're dating. So then this guy left me alone, thank God.
Funny enough, someone there knew me already.
I was like, what? How do you know each other? Because it was a girl that I used to party with every weekend. And then she's like, Jimmy? And I was like, what? How do you guys know each other? What's happening here?
But she ended up backing me up that I am a pretty good catch.
Yep.
Pretty good. And I think she said something about how great I am in the sack or something. I don't know.
You're dead.
Just that slow pan. So yeah, then after that, I had my firearms course the next day, I believe.
Yep.
We stayed up way...
He sent me a picture. He went to Walmart or something. And he sent me a picture of him holding a Nerf gun. And he's like going through my firearms license.
Yep. Not only a Nerf gun, but I also had a Spider-Man mask on that I was climbing. And this lady in the background was giving me this like really dirty look for doing it. And I'm gonna dig those pictures up. I'll throw them up there. And she sent me a picture. She asked me what color to do her nails, and that's how I knew I was it. So
can I just tell you, this guy has the best memory in the world because I don't remember my nails.
Well, you were probably drunk then.
What color should I do my nails?
And so yeah, after that it was all just. Let's just say we haven't been apart in almost 4 years. We haven't had a night apart.
So for like the first month, we didn't spend every night together. And then after like a month, I think I slept over for the first time. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why, I was so nervous.
This girl used to come up with the biggest excuses. My mom doesn't want me to. It's like, what were you, 29 years old and you're still listening to mommy?
Whoa, how old am I now then?
I don't know. How old are you?
Anyway. No, because there was some nights where my mom's like, I want you to stay home with me, like, let's hang out, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. But, so yeah, so then after like a month, I slept over, and then he started sleeping over, and then it's just been every night since. Like, either we slept at his house or my house.
Funny, the first time I slept over, I didn't mean to. I fell asleep in the bed by accident. And then I wake up the next day, and I got a ticket on my truck. I can't think of any other time there's been a ticket on a vehicle at our apartment. Ever.
Never. Like, even now, people park in the visitors overnight and nothing happens. But of course, the one night that he sleeps over by accident, he gets ticketed.
So lame. So lame. 6 foot.
It's not.
So.
We're never gonna run into this guy.
So. It's what, about 2 months into our relationship? We're at Irish Rose karaoke.
August, September, October, 3 months.
And
it was October.
There's this crazy girl, just like
she was like cracked out or something. Like just stop that. So she's
on some kind of drug.
She has to be. So she comes to the back, like on the little porch there, and she's like, oh, I didn't just punch that guy. Oh, I didn't punch that girl. Whatever she said. She's like, I didn't do this, and I didn't do that, and I didn't do this, and I didn't do that. And we're like, what is wrong with this lady? And like, she's squatting down in the corner. So on the back porch, it's like a fence that you can unlatch. Okay, the bar is there's houses upstairs and then the downstairs. It used to be a house, but they made it into like a cute little bar. So the back is like an actual back fence. So she's sitting in the corner and she has it unlocked so she can like take off at any time. And we're like, what is wrong with this lady? So then she looks at us and she's like, oh, you guys are dating? And we're like, yeah. And she's like, do you guys love each other? And then without even thinking about it, I was gonna go, yeah. And then I stopped myself and I was like, holy shit, I love him.
It's a nice story. At that time, there was already a moment where I was like, I think I said...
It was so funny. We were laying in bed. Sorry to tell the story, but he's driving. So we were laying in bed, and I think I was laying there, and he was kind of laying in my lap or something. And then he was like, that he's falling for me. And I was just kind of like, whoa. And I'm like, you're falling for me? And he's like, you know, when, like, you start liking someone.
Yeah, you know,
and,
the process of, like,
the process of
starting
liking
to care.
someone. Like, trying to backpedal. Oh, it was so cute.
Yeah, it was cute. Yeah, that's what it was.
It was cute.
So this lady says that, and I'm, just I could tell just by how Alicia reacted, she kind of did start to love me. And, so I think Alicia ended up texting me, and she's
Yep.
like, so when that lady said, do we love each other, I think he said I wanted to say yes.
I wanted to say yes. Because it was the bar, the music was blaring, and I didn't want to be like, when the lady said. So I texted it to him, and then I'm like all shy, like waiting for him to read it. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then we started like whispering in each other's ears, like, I guess as quietly as we could.
That's
in the
right.
bar. And, mind you, he's not a party person, and he came to karaoke with me every weekend until I stopped partying, because I guess he just wanted to be with me.
Yep. I hated every second she was away from me.
So sweet for him, but it was a lot of fun. And, what part was I at? Brain fart.
We were whispering to each other.
Oh yeah, so then we were kind of like, oh, you say it first, no, you say it first. And I was like, no, I'm not saying it until you say it. And then he was like, I love you. And I was like, I love you.
And now everyone collectively throw up. Because here we are, 4 years later, more out of love than anyone in the world.
He's disgusting, and I can't wait to be away from him.
I am actually planning on throwing her in the lake.
Yes. Get to be away from him.
Both of our wishes come true. And that's that. We have our daughter now, and we can't wait to have more. 6 foot! 6 foot! 6 foot! None of them are 6 foot. God darn! Not even motor dadical. But, that's our story. How we fell in love, how we said I love you for the first time. And I wouldn't change a thing. I recently said, like, it's in my heart that becoming a dad is the best thing I've done in my life, and I wouldn't be a dad if it wasn't for Alicia.
And I wouldn't be a mom if it wasn't for James.
Thank God you weren't a dad.
Close call.
Anything else to add, Mrs. Sass?
I don't think
Whoa,
so.
swag. Are you looking for a Pokemon or are you tripping
As
out?
he's walking around with a beer.
Right?
Public intoxication.
Grenade.
Yeah, that's the suitable action to take.
That's right, repercussions. Granada.
Granada.
Everyone, tell us. Are you in love? Do you have a significant other? How did you meet? Did you say, I love you yet?
Do you have a funny way that you guys said I love you, or like anything like that? Let us know. I'd love to hear it.
Make sure you leave us a Would You Rather as well, because I love doing those. And the best Would You Rather will be in our next video. Oh, another thing I wanted to talk about that we didn't get to discuss is that first night we met, we ended up staying together till like
6 a.m.
6 in the morning. Super early. Her mom was probably wondering which ditch she would find her in. Holy, that's bad. But all we did is talk, got to know each other, and like...
It was the best night of my life.
It was amazing. Oh, thanks. It was amazing. This is actually a picture. I think it's the next day after I got my firearms license and everything like that. We took this picture together. It's our first picture ever together. And then Mrs. Sass.
I don't know why, but I felt like after the first night we hung out, even though it was so much fun and it was so great, I was like, is he going to text me? Is he going to call me? Does he like me? Like, I was just questioning everything. And then sure enough, he got home and he texted me and I was like, oh.
All because I didn't kiss her.
Yeah.
But our first kiss came a few weeks later when Duke the Rottweiler decided to ruin it. Hi,
Yeah.
baby Sass. And took a giant dump in the middle of the floor.
Just as we're about to kiss.
A huge, stinky poopy. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. There'll be lots more to come. See you, everyone.
Bye.
Here comes one of my favorite noises.